This conference will now be recorded.
So today we are going to create a table with the help of yesterday requirement. Hope everyone have this requirement. And what I'm trying to say here is the table name we need to create a FS case management and how I can create a table. So everything we can do it in ServiceNow from the filter navigator only. So first go to that filter navigator and how you can create a table. Type a table here. Once you type the table, we need to find system definition under tables module. Click on that. Once you click on that, click on new. If you are not understanding, also fine for me, but the way I am navigating, like typing a table here and going clicking on this table module and creating a new, you should know that. And here the table name is, as per my requirement, FS case management, but I'm going to give you that here. FS case management, and the name will get automatically populated, and it extends to the task table, so make it task table. So when you extend this table to the task table, whatever the fields we have in the task table, whatever the functionalities we have in the task table, everything we will get it to the financial case management. So if you create the normal table without extending a table, it will create 6 fields. If you did not make auto number is true, if you make this auto number is true, it will create 7 fields. Now I need a module, I need application menu. So at the time of creating a table, remember, one module will create automatically, one application menu will create automatically. So once you come here, I have given that label is FS case management and the name is automatically populated. This name we are using in the database. This name will be stored in the database. So only we don't have a database, how it will store? It will store, there is a database in the backend, but ServiceNow is a cloud, remember. Now you just save, don't submit at a time, anytime, like once you fill these details in the any record, just try to save the first record. Once you save it, basically when you create a table, only 6 fields or 7 fields will create automatically, but since we have extended this table from the task table, so whatever the fields we have in the task table, we will get it here. See, 69 fields. So you can access the list of the records, you can access the form, you can design a form from the table. How? You just come down and see under related links, like you can see okay. And the related links, you can see there is a design form, there is a layout, there is a layout list. So by using the design a form, you can design FS case management table. Again, I am saying when you design a form, you should see this in the left side, top side, you should see that table name of what table you are going to design. You are going to design a FS case management, but I don't want all these fields right now from here. Just remove from the form. See, removing the fields from here is not deleting a field. Okay, remember this point. Removing the field from the form, not deleting the field in the table. Okay, we are just removing the field from the form. We are not deleting. Okay. So I want to remove this also. So the form should be like this. Whatever I'm doing, you people should be able to do that in your instance. If you are not understanding like what is the table and what is something else, don't worry about that. But how we need to create a table, you should know. Okay. And whenever the table is created, if you type that, the layout form layout list is like the layout form is like you can design a form from the list layout also. This is the old method. Before Jakarta, before Geneva, people used to design a form using the form layout. That time we don't have a design a form design we don't have. Okay, previously people is having to develop the form using the form layout. This is the form layout which is used to design a form. And the next one is list layout. This list layout which is used to add the fields or remove the fields from the list view for all users. Okay, is that list layout. Which is used to add fields or remove fields from the list view for all users in service. Where is nothing but just cancel it. If you open any of this, if you open any of the incidents here, we already know, like if you are seeing the list of incident, this is the list view. So you can add the fields or remove the fields from the list layout for all users in ServiceNow. For example, one ServiceNow instance, like it contains around like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 50,000 records or users are there. So this field, I'm adding some of the fields to the list view, list layout. Right now, these fields are there. So I'm going to remove this and save it. So all the users can able to see only these fields. Reload it. Only number, priority, short description, color, priority, state. Only 6 fields they can able to see. Other than that, nothing is there. So we are restricting to add the fields to see the fields for them. So that's for the list layout. So coming here, the next one is show form. If you click on the show form, you can see the whatever the fields available in the FS case management form. Right now I have removed that all the fields from the form, so we don't have, so we are creating a new form. So I have implemented this functionality before in one of the other instance. Like this. So I am creating some kind of labels here and adding fields, and again labels, adding fields. So I will take the reference of this and I will create the new form like the same. So here, the first field, we need to give the number. So if we go here, right now this is the 2-column layout. You can make that 2-column layout and 1-column layout. If you give the 1-column layout, that should be all the fields will come in one layout only. I will show you how. So the first one is number. Just hold the right click and drag it. You can see here. And the next one, as per our requirement, the next field, we need to create 7 console company, but we need to add some of the fields like state and source also. State is a string field, choice field, which is available from the task. And source is also choice field. The choice values are phone, chat, in-person, email, other. Phone, chat, email, in-person, other. So the next field, we need to add state field. So state field is already there in the task table. So when we are extending a table from the task table, task fields will get in FS case management. So we are using that field. So state. And if I save here, so this is the 1-column layout. If I go to the form, how we can go to the form? Just type FS case here. See, whenever the table is created, one application menu, one module will create. FS case management is a FS case management is a module, and FS case management is a FS case management is a application. FS case management's module. So if you click here, you can see the table. These are two like this. This is the 1-column layout. But I want the fields to be like one is right side and one is left side. So that we need to go with the form layout and make it 2-column layout. When you make it 2-column layout, this side is one field and this side is one field. And save. Okay. Now we have number field and state field. The next field we need to add source. The source is a choice field and choice values are phone, chat, email, in-person, other. So source field we don't have in task table. We don't have the source field. We need to create a new one. So come to the field type and take it as a choice and drag it to under state. And here source. And the name should be like always small letters and it should be start with u underscore. The service now is given that typo. We should use with u underscore and small, only small. If you give the capital, it will not save. In previous class also, I have did the same. Like one of the field I have given capital value in the name field, it was not saved. See, like whenever you are watching the video, you should be careful to put whatever I have did in your instance. Without that, you will not understand the things. Okay. If you do one time or two times, that will not gonna work out. You have to do it like around 3 to 4 times and create multiple email IDs and create multiple instances. Do the more practice, then only you will get success. Otherwise you will not. I'm sure for that. Okay. Source. And we already told you, right, we can make field, this field as a mandatory, read only, we can make default, but the choice values are, oh, the choice values are phone, chat, email, phone, chat, email, phone, chat, email, and in person. See, whenever you are creating that left side values, the right side values are getting automatically populated. So if it is doing like that, those values will be stored in the database, remember. Okay, so in person, and the next one is other. Whenever you are writing the code, these values should be used and make it save. Okay. And if you go to the form and reload it, see the form looks like this. But here the state is like pending, open, and closed, complete, and all. But here I can see there is a new, reopen, work in progress, information needed. So I want these values in that state field. So we have to configure these values in the state field. How we can configure it? Go to the form design and edit the field. And here we need to modify it. Okay. And the first one is like new. So see, those values are like out of the box values. So you can remove this. Create choices. First one is new. The second one is reopen. And the third one is work in progress. Oh. Third one is work in progress. The next one is information needed, solution found. And solution found. And the next one is resolved, closed. Closed. Next one is cancelled by agent. Cancelled by employee. These are the values we people have to remember. So make a note or take a snapshot also, that would be fine. You can take a snapshot and put it into group. I'm gonna put in group. These are the state field choices, remember. Okay. Save. But input string new, it is saying some error. Why? I think there was a other value will be there for the new. You can put one, the backend value. We'll see it is saving or not. Again, reopen. So the backend values are taking something like existing values are there. So to the backend database values, you can give like 2, 3. Here we can give 4. And here we can give 5. And close it and try to save it. We'll see. Oh. So why it is not taking is like however some of the values already there, or else there was a space here. So the space should not be here. You can give 6 here, and let me try to save again. Solution found is giving error, so that it should be accepted only for the numbers for the database. The how ServiceNow is maintaining that health scan. So we can put it like 7 here, and you can put it 8 here. ఇవ్వద్దు ఒక half an hour. Okay, so now we have to give this kind of values and drop down with none. I need a none, so that we are giving the none. The default value should not be new, the default value should be none, and save it. And if you come here, there will be a reload it. You are getting the number is task, but I don't want that number should be the starts with task. So what I will do is I forgot to make that control is true. Now I will make that control is true. FSC. Collides existing record. Okay. So FS, okay, is it FS is 5? So there was already one record is there for the FSC, some other table, so it is not taking FS, it is taking. Come here and new. So I got the FSC. Now I got the state and I got the source. Now this one I can able to change it, but client is asking, I don't want to give access number to change by the users. So please make it a read-only from the form view. So go to the form design and make that type should be read-only. Save it. Now you can go back to the form and read. See, the number is read-only. Now, see, it was not created a section, but there was something caller and vendor information, we got it. What is that is we need to add some kind of annotations. See, this is the annotation. In that annotation, you have to specify the condition and the type is section separator we need to take. Okay, so how I can get that is make it an annotation. Sorry, first of all we need to create one section and remove the section name, make it on call and add the annotation. Here this should be type is separator, and here the value you should give color under. Oh, see. Okay. Now next I need to create a fields vendor and company and these fields. So when I add the fields in the same section, that would be like it will come under annotation only, but I don't want that. So my form should be neat and good looking. If I create one more field, the next field is vendor, that is the reference field. So get the reference and put it here. Make it vendor. And it is referenced to core company. Core underscore. And that should be mandatory here. So what is the use of mandatory? The use of mandatory is like if you don't make the field is mandatory and save it. And go back to the form and reload it. Without giving the value also, you can able to submit it. Sorry. We can able to submit it. But my client requirement is without giving the vendor name, he don't want to submit the form. So my client is asking, make that vendor field should be read only. Sorry, mandatory. Mandatory true and save. So reload it. So the next field is we need to create Jacob company, not the Jacob company. Our requirement is like 7 conserver company. So if you see the fields, you can get it like left side and right side. So I need to take it up 2-column layout. So if you go here, make it 2-column layout. But in the annotation, see it is coming here, I can add one more field here. So the form should not be good look. So when I create a Jacob like 7 conserver company, and again reference to the core company, how the form looks like, we'll see. Control C. Again, it's a reference. Put it here. 7 conserver company. U_7 conserver company. Why are creating these name fields like this? That is the ServiceNow rule they have given. We have to follow. Core_company. And save it. And reload it. If you see here, if the form is like this, it is not good to see. But I want the form should be like this. So that what I will do is I will create one section. This is 1-column layout. And here I will delete the name of my section. I will put here one field and here. If you don't delete the section, it will create as a section. I will show you later. That's the reason we need to remove the section and save it. And the next field we need to create license used. Even our requirement is also same, license used string field. So here string field. License used. Used. Just string field. Save it. So when you are creating every field, you could not be save it, but sometimes you will use the session. So every time you create a field, you should be save every time. The next requirement is code string field. I want to create a code from here only. So string. The code should be, we will use vendor.code. So u_vendor_code. Save it. The next field is we need to create vendor.location string field. In our requirement also we have a location, create vendor.location string field. U underscore vendor underscore location. Save it. And the next field is country choice field. We have to give the choices like United States, India, Europe, Middle East. So make it choice now again. U underscore country. The choices are United States, India, Europe. Is that the spelling is correct? Europe. And Middle East. Then we'll try to save it. I want without drop down with none only. But why whenever I'm creating a choices for state field, it is not taking the database values, but for country it is taking. Why? Because the state field is the task table. Those fields are already existing in the database. Those values are, because of that reason, those database values should not, it was not taken, but the country is a new field, so it was worked for us. The next field, tungsten winner, but the same field we have to create it for 7 conserve also, like here company.code, company.location, tungsten vendor we have to use. So here company is like 7 conserve company we need to create. So that is reference. It's a reference. Add those fields also. 7 conserve company. Oh, we already have those. Is it something missing here? Just reload this. Just reload it. Oh, we got the 7 company. So we need to create company.code, company.location, the same. So here again string field. Company.location. Save it. And company.code. Underscore company code. The next one is just reload them. Tungsten vendor. It's yes or no field. So that says choice field or string field we can create and we can use it as a choice. Tungsten vendor. Tungsten vendor. The choice values are yes or no. Bro, చెప్పు. ఇప్పుడు అది కాదు బ్రో, నువ్వు ఎందుకు రాలేదు? నువ్వు కాల్ అటెండ్ అయ్యావా లేదా? ఎందుకని మరి ఎట్లా బ్రో అటెండ్ అవ్వకపోతే? ఈ స్లాంగ్ అర్థం కాకపోతే నువ్వు ఆఫర్ వదిలేస్తావు, నాకు అర్థం కాదు. ఇంకెందుకు ఆఫర్ కొట్టడం నీకు?
Sorry, you want to speak English, please?
Sorry?
No, I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah, just give me. I'm talking to
Oh,
some
you're on
other
the call?
person.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry, I was in another call. So SR field, tungsten vendor, and save it. We'll stop today. Okay. So the outend form is like, the form should be like this. Okay. So create the form till here, and we'll see tomorrow, like around 40 minutes class. Again, tomorrow we have a class. Now I am telling, tomorrow we have a class. Okay, we'll complete this form. This entire form we need to complete it. Creating all these fields and creating these sections. We need to create everything. Okay, tomorrow we will create this entire form. Then we will move to some other functionality. Okay, make sure that everyone should attend the tomorrow's call. If you're not understanding the concept, also fine, no worry at all. But you should know how it is navigating and how you are designing a form. That's it. Okay. So if people have any doubts, please